Yes, even the multi-million-dollar queens have an adjustment when they are expanding to a higher level of consciousness, of their businesses, of their income, because this is the deal, friends. When we're expanding our consciousness, are expanding into being closer and closer to the universal frequency. What does that mean? That means that we are experiencing more of these energetic waves that naturally occur in the universe, and we're feeling them even possibly more intensely within our bodies because we're closer to that frequency. And the universe is the greatest level of spaciousness and expansiveness that you can imagine, and the greatest level of intensity. So when we expand into that, like it or not, our souls decided to be human beings, which means that we have a nervous system. Our nervous systems are inherently wired for survival and keeping us alive. So in that, anytime that we are expanding into higher levels of consciousness, frequency, and spaciousness, our nervous systems are going to have a little bit of an adjustment to acclimate to this next level. Also, seeing anyone else as being in a space where they wouldn't adjust because, oh, well, they're doing so well, so I'm surprised that they would have an adjustment and they would need to like breathe into this and expand their container and all of this, right? Simply means that you're putting them on a pedestal, right? Or you're putting them in a space where it's like, oh wow, they're up here and I'm here. Like there's a hierarchy. There is no hierarchy. We are all human beings. We are all experiencing expansion and what it feels like, and we're all in the human sauce together. Every single one of us is in the human sauce together. And the less you make this a hierarchy, the less it feels like there needs to be some sort of climb for you to get where you need to be, right? Like there is no climb. You get to just be who you are, fully in the moment. When there is no hierarchy, it's like, it's more accessible. It feels more accessible to you. And when things feel easier, when things feel more accessible, that allows us to be in a greater state of magnetism to really actualize what we desire and where we're being tugged and drawn in this lifetime, right? And don't get me wrong, you know, we do have the ability to accelerate this process and make this process more gentle on the human by being parents to ourselves, parenting our nervous systems. Like we get to teach the nervous system, hey, I get it that you don't necessarily want to be on all the time and trying to keep me alive. That's a big freaking job, right? Like there's certain areas that the nervous system is going to tell you that aren't safe that really are, you know, and you're able to say, I recognize that you're responding to this because of things that have occurred in the past, but I've got us, right? And I can guide us forward, and I am a reliable, safe foundation for holding us as we continue to expand. And I'm convicted. I'm deeply believing in where we're going. I know this is exactly what's meant for us, and you can trust me, right? And so that's also a way when we do that to enhance our leadership. What you're doing is you're really anchoring in higher levels of personal authority. And I'll tell you, when you got personal authority down, it ripples out to everything else. So thank you for receiving this, and I really encourage you to be with it. Be with whatever intensity is coming forward. It could be excitement. It could be rejection. It could be smallness. It could be doubt, right? Like, be with what's coming forward and realize that you need to feel it. You need to feel it to be able to recognize how much you can hold. When you feel it and you hold it and you witness it and you honor and acknowledge its presence, you're more seen, right? You're seeing more of yourself. You're being present with more of yourself. You're holding more of yourself, because if it's coming up in your field, it's for you, right? It's part of you. We don't want to reject any parts of ourselves. So when you're with all of that and you're holding it and you're seen more by yourself, you're seen more by others, right? This is a natural bridge to you expanding your leadership into exactly what you see that you think is above you or beyond you. So it's a brilliant process of self-expansion and intimacy with yourself, with Source, and that's going to extend to all of your other relationships as well. It's such a beautiful alchemical process. And that's what you're going to find, is that as you continue to do this, you know, you can be in super sobbing mode, like totally in the thick of it, and be crying, but not necessarily feel the emotion internally that comes with that. Like you're a step detached from it. And so you're kind of sobbing it out, and you're like, yes, like I'm here for it. Bring it. Yes. Like, I know what this is. This is me feeling and being with all of me. And I love that. I'm so here for that. And I also get so excited along with it, because I know what this is a gateway to, right? Like, this is bridging something. And I am so fucking pumped to receive what this is opening me to, and what this is opening me for.